Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm. Coach Jim Yarborough's men's basketball team participated in the Sears Bracket Buster Tournament as they hosted UT Martin. Let's go out to University Center and check out the highlights.
Southeastern's back in action. Freshman Donovan Ross with the pregame dance, making his first career start, but early on, Jeremy Washington with 2 of his 8 points for UT Martin as the Skyhawks from the Ohio Valley Conference coming in off an overtime win at Kennesaw State. Jeremy Campbell misses but stays active with the basketball, gets the steal, feeds it to Roe Johnson, who would have a big game for Southeastern. Johnson lays it up and in. And then Patterson short on the jumper, but Johnson right there for the rebound and putback. Johnson would have his 6th double-double of the season with 23 points and a career-high 19 boards. Campbell slashes to the basket off the feed from Deshaun Patterson. Patterson moving into second place on the school's career list, and Todd Nelson with 3 of his career-high 18 points as Southeastern built the lead. And then Nelson with the steal. Fast breaks it over to Patterson. Patterson slams it home. Southeastern fast break points 17-12, an advantage there. Off the miss by Mike Libo, Campbell comes down with a rebound. He'll feed it to Todd Nelson. Nelson lays it up and good, and Southeastern takes a big lead, forcing UT Martin to call timeout. And then Patterson in the lane, spin move, puts the high floater up in the air, good. Patterson would finish with 10 points in the ball game. Quick basket there by Chris Richardson for the Skyhawks, keeping UT Martin close. Patterson would drive, would land the wrong way, but Johnson's there for the putback, good. Patterson would come back into the ball game later, and then just before the half, Nelson with a steal almost gets the 3 to go, and Southeastern enjoys a 9-point lead at halftime. Second half, Ross will miss, but Johnson right there for the putback and good. Johnson, again, they'll go to him on the next possession. He'll go off the glass. He would score the first 3 baskets for the Lions in the second half, and then going to work on Washington. Gets the space, puts it off the glass and good. And Southeastern blowing the game wide open in the second half. Johnson again drives to the basket strong past Washington. And then on the steal, Deshaun Patterson, 1 of his 3 in the ball game, gets it to Antonio Benton, who slams it home. The steal by Patterson, moving him to within 1 of the all-time record held by Hank Washington. Nelson gets his space, creates a 3 ball right there. Nelson finishing 6 of 12 for the ball game. Campbell driving the baseline, finds Populist wide open. Populist with 2 of his 4 points, and then sneaks in behind off the nice feed from Jan Petrovic. And Southeastern pulling away late. They would win the ball game 64-48, improving to 10-15 on the year. Roosevelt Johnson, a season-high 23 points, a career-high 19 rebounds for his 6th double-double of the year, 8th of his career. Todd Nelson with 18 points off the bench, while Deshaun Patterson had 10 points for the Lions.
Thanks, Matt. Congratulations to the men's basketball team with a big victory over the UT Martin Skyhawks in the Sears Bracket Buster Tournament. The Southeastern men's baseball team got it going in 2012 as they hosted Indiana State in a Friday opening day matchup. Let's go out to the alumni field and check out the highlights.
The Southeastern baseball team opened up its 2012 season hosting Indiana State from the Missouri Valley Conference. Southeastern looking to replace a number of starters from last year's ball club, including 2/3 of its starting rotation. Papa John serving as the official sponsor for the game. Joe Kuhn, the senior out of Tupelo, Mississippi, getting the start on the mound. Gets the early strikeout for Southeastern. Go ahead and he would fan Tyler Wampler for the 2nd out of the inning. And then catch Robbie Ort looking at a called 3rd strike on a 3-2 count. Bottom of the 1st inning, Brock Hebert hitting a 2-2 pitch up the middle for a base hit. For the first hit of the year newcomer Ben Hernandez. Looks like he's going to hit into a possible 6-4-3 double play, but Wampler boots it. Hernandez gets on base, and then Harry Slade, one of the other newcomers. He singles through the left side, and the Lions quickly load the bases with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Jonathan Pace, who got off to such a great start last year, hits a grounder to third baseman Kobe Kramer. That'll get a run in and give Southeastern a quick 1-0 lead. Cody Gogler, he'll hit a ball up the middle, bobbled by the second baseman, Miera. It stays with it, gets Gogler out at first, but the Lions score another run and take a 2-0 lead. Kuhn in the top of the second inning gets Jeremy Lucas, the Indiana State cleanup hitter, on a check swing for his 4th strikeout in as many batters. And then a long fly ball, and one of the other newcomers for Southeastern, Ladd Rhodes, gets the final out there. That ends the top of the second inning with the Lions with a 2-0 lead. The cutter by Kuhn gets away from Heilman, who strikes out for the second time, and then Wampler strikes out as well. One of 7 strikeouts on the afternoon by Kuhn. Indiana State would get on the board in the 5th inning as Heilman will double past the diving Slade. That drives in Landon Curry. The Lions get out of the inning. A ground ball hit to Hernandez, taking over for Justin Boudreau at short. Slade, he would give the Lions a 3-2 lead as his ground ball scores Alex Marce. And then the Lions try the straight steal of home by Brock Hebert, but he's thrown out at the plate. J.R. Teagues is going to argue it, but Hebert thrown out trying to steal the end of the inning. But Kuhn gets a strikeout to end the inning. And then a breaking ball turns into a 4-6-3 double play. Hebert gets it started, flipping over to Hernandez. Ladd Rhodes will draw a bases-loaded walk for Southeastern. That's in the bottom of the 8th inning, giving Southeastern a 4-2 lead. And then the big blow of the ball game, Jacob Fisher with the bases loaded, double into left center field. Fisher's going to try to go for third. He'll be thrown out, but not until the Lions take a 7-2 lead on Indiana State. And in the 9th inning, Stephen Lopez comes in, gets the strikeout. He'll close things out, and Southeastern defeats Indiana State in the 2012 season opener 7-2. Kuhn for the Lions goes 6 innings, gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts and a walk. Leighton Tromba, Josh Janway, Jason Greenleaf, and Stephen Lopez all combined for 3 innings of 2-hit relief to give the Lions their season opening victory. Southeastern with 7 hits on the afternoon, 2 of them by Brock Hebert.
Thanks, Matt, as the Lions open up their season 1-0 with a big victory over Indiana State. And congratulations to senior pitcher Joseph Kuhn on a dominating performance on the hill. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll check out how games 2 and 3 went against Indiana State right here on the Southeastern Sports Report, presented by State Farm.